all the nerds.
So last week, one of the biggest Comic-Con happened, the New York Comic-Con. During this event, I think a lot of stuff were introduced. A lot of stuff we could talk about, a lot of news, a lot of important news, and really fun news.
Well, first of all, do you think there was more news that was shown for the New York Comic-Con as opposed to San Diego Comic-Con? Because San Diego is somewhat big.
Like there's more thing in the San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
But I find there's a lot of cooler things for the New York one.
But even this year, all the conventions I find were very dull in type of new releases, like E3, San Diego Comic Con. Like I find they're very dull this year. I'm not really impressed by anything.
E3 was amazing.
I loved E3.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. Well,
I sort of wrote an article on it. Did you not read it?
That was my opinion about it.
I know, but I understand what you're saying, Mark. That this year at New York Comic Con, they showed a lot of cool little things, little details. But San Diego Con was like the big blockbuster stuff, you know?
Yeah. So I find this weekend, I think they released a lot of news about movies, TV shows. Not a lot about comics. Not a lot. There was a lot of toys, a lot of presentations. But Mark's going to tell us more about that. So comic related, I think there was my personal favorite was Frank Miller writing The Dark Knight 3.
Yeah.
And he's also working on Sin City, a new city that's going to be placed in World War II, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I know.
Because Sin City's always just been like like timeless kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just a random like corrupt city kind of thing.
So we'll see what's gonna happen with that.
Will it be in the same storyline?
I don't know. There's not much news. It basically happened very quickly. I think it wasn't even a panel about it. I think it was more of a just a quick thing. It's like, yeah, I'm working on that, and then it became news because it's quite important that there's a new Sin City.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's cool.
So honestly, comic-wise, there was not much other than that for New York Comic-Con. TV show related, I think there was a new Daredevil season 2.
Yeah.
New trailer was released.
It's
trailer.
It was
A teaser.
Yeah, it was a teaser trailer. It was a montage of action parts from season 1, and then the final.
You've seen the back of the Punisher.
The final 30 seconds is like kind of new stuff from season 2, and you see Elektra putting on her mask, and you see the back of John Bernthal's head, and what's her name? Karen holds up an X-ray that kind of looks like a Punisher skull, and then John. Like I said, Punisher, he says one word, he says beg.
Bang.
It's like season 2. Apparently, the crowd was like cheering so much during the trailer that they had to play it a second time because you couldn't hear what they were saying in the trailer.
Nice.
But
I still haven't even finished season 1.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
I'm not totally interested in it.
I thought it was so
binge
well
watched
done.
I tried doing that, and then I just started falling asleep once it hit like episode 7.
Well, you're almost done though. You're like you're halfway.
Like 13 or so.
Yeah.
No.
But not only that, they also talked about Ant-Man's sequel, which Ant-Man is called Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Well, that was obvious. I mean, if you've seen the movie, you know that they're going to
do a sequel. Or they're
and they wouldn't call it Ant-Man or Giant Man.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. They would have called it just Giant Man, and you know, but they had to push a few of other Marvel's other like slots around. Like they had to move Black Panther, they had to move Thor. There was like a rumor that Inhumans might get canceled completely, but that's a completely like separate.
Yeah, but now
thing.
there's rumors saying that Vin Diesel wants to play Black Gold.
The quote is, "I met with Marvel and they want me to play a more silent character." And we're like, okay,
Black Bolt.
You cannot talk.
No?
Speak. Yeah,
Well, he can. It's
He
just
can,
that the
he would
sound
just-
of his voice will
a
explode
whisper
everything.
will explode
Yeah.
a mountain.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Black Bolt does not speak. Even
That's his power.
He trained to the point that even like no matter what amount of pain he's in, he will not open his mouth.
Wow.
Because if he speaks, basically everyone in the room will die.
He actually
Room. City.
He actually opened an interdimensional portal once when he screamed. Yeah, but it was controlled by Reed Richards anyway.
But so there was Ant-Man had to move some things around, and the Daredevil trailer was all right. I'm still not totally convinced with John Bernthal as the Punisher. But
Really?
yeah, I liked him in Walking Dead. He's only in a couple of scenes of Wolf Among Us. What's it called? Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
I didn't see Fury, so he's in that, and he had another.
What's your why?
I don't know. It's just something about him. I see him, and I don't see Frank Castle. Like with Thomas Jane and Ray Stevenson, they both had like.
Yeah, but I didn't find Ray Stevenson really felt like Punisher. He just felt like another badass.
Yeah.
Thomas Jane, you felt like he was in pain
because
throughout the movie.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because we saw his origin in that.
But still, just the dead look that he has on his face, it's just like, I have nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really, come at me. I just want to...
Ray Stevenson looks like a Punisher, like how he played the Punisher was Punisher like 5 years later. I felt that from him, but the movie overall wasn't as good, I find, as Thomas Jane's Punisher.
It was too much hardcore.
I didn't.
I like the hardcore, but it was just like
is that the Warzone?
The Warzone.
I didn't like it at all.
Really?
I thought it was way too like greedy and cheap.
But that's the thing. That's Punisher,
moves.
though. That's Punisher. It's and it copied a lot of the Tim Bradstreet art style as well, like within the frames and stuff. Like every frame of the movie is only in like 3 colors, I think they said.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, from the way they filmed it. Anyway, John Bernthal, to answer the question, I just see him and he's an alright actor, but I just don't see him as the Punisher. Yeah,
punch him, right?
I just don't see him as the Punisher. But I could be wrong. More than likely am. Marvel's not made a bad casting choice so far. Well,
Marvel also released the trailer for Lego Marvel. Haven't seen it.
Lego Marvel Avengers.
Yes.
Which is basically the storyline of Captain America 1 and 2, Thor, Dark World,
Do you know if
Iron Man 3, and Avengers 1 and 2.
Will they follow the Marvel Cinematic Universe storyline, or it's just a separate...
that's the main point. They are following the story of each movie.
Okay.
So a little bit of Phase 1. And
so they're remaking the movies in Lego?
Exactly.
Oh.
With, the whole Lego jokes and all that.
Yeah.
That's it.
What you thought they should have done in the movie is what they'll do in the Lego thing. I love jokes like that.
I really like those Lego games. They're kind of a guilty pleasure series.
I actually preferred them when they didn't have voices.
Oh yeah?
Like with the original Star
when they were
the
Legos
Star Wars one, they were.
And it was just like
they were kind of like The Sims. They kind of just like made sounds when they spoke.
because we all knew what they were trying to depict, so we didn't need the words. When they copy too much of the dialogue that is used in like the original work, I find it sort of takes it away from the humor that they're trying to do.
Was there any at least subtitles or
No, not even.
nothing?
In the original.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's like Sims.
Yeah,
really?
like
The whole story represented like what
In
it was,
Lego,
like,
yeah,
visual
it's like-
was explaining the storyline.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Another thing also for movies, DC, is it DC or Warner Brothers signs off for Killing Joke?
Yes,
Rated R?
Well, no. They're giving permission. They said you can make it. You can go as far as making the Killing Joke movie rated R.
And that's DC.
That's DC / Warner Brothers saying that you can do that. Will they though? I don't
why
think so.
not?
Well, the Killing Joke is.
Well, I find that the
not-
cartoon movies these days that DC produces are harder than what cartoons used to be.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit too much.
Like with the last one,
Or,
where
with
Wonder
the
Woman
Asylum.
chopping off arms and stuff. You
Oh
see
yeah,
blood.
Flashpoint.
Oh,
Well, the
Flashpoint,
scene
what's
with
the other one? With
the
Batman,
newest one- the newest-
Suicide Squad, the Arkham.
Arkham Assault.
Assault on
I
Arkham.
didn't see that one.
That's violent.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a Suicide
that-
Squad movie.
Yeah.
It's not just violent. There's a scene with Deadshot and Harley Quinn doing it together.
It's literally like 20 seconds, and
But
they don't
still,
do
it's still
anything.
happening.
They don't do anything though. That's the thing.
Well, the one with Superman there.
Well, they do it. You
And,
just don't
Brainiac.
There's just
When
Superman
Lois Lane literally looks right up at Brainiac and gives him.
Yeah, she
yeah.
gives it
Middle
two
finger.
fingers. Yeah,
Superman
Unbound.
Unbound.
I constantly think Unchained whenever.
Yeah,
I
me too.
There's that. Then there's Justice League War, where a protester literally just calls Wonder Woman a whore, the first
Dressed like a whore.
time he sees her, and
I find them already strong,
but they're
so-
still PG-13. Is my point.
Oh,
They're still PG-13. So Killing Joke, as mature as Killing Joke is, and there's been a lot of back and forth already as to whether it should be as violent as the book was or not.
Well, there's a difference between rated R and like rated R Spawn.
Yeah.
No, it's.
I guess.
Okay, but what would be the difference between rated PG-13 and rated R?
PG-13, Barbara Gordon gets shot, and Joker takes pictures of her. R, Barbara Gordon gets shot, Joker strips her naked and then takes pictures of her.
Yeah.
Which is what happens in the book.
That might be a little touchy. Just a
And
little touchy.
it's implied that he maybe raped her, but it's never been said throughout the comics.
Well, that's good.
The history of
because,
comics,
yeah,
you
they
know?
can change the storyline however they wish. Whatever happens. If you don't really show pictures, you can say whatever. The story can change it always. Yeah.
I hope it ends up being rated R, but
I don't think
I don't see it happening.
I mean, right now the Joker is such a massive, like, fan loves him.
Yeah.
And kids especially. He's like so cool or whatever. And kids will want to see the movie.
I'm sure. It's cool. At least it's going to be Mark Hamill and Kevin
Yes.
Conroy.
Yeah.
No, but actually, Mark Hamill said he would like to.
No,
They
he's
agreed
been-
with
he's
it.
been
Oh,
getting it.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
Who else are you going to get? Who
No, that's
else?
Another comic-related news: they brought the most expensive comic in the world to the convention. Metropolis Comics is a dealer of comic book. They sell like really high-end comics, and they brought the comic there to show it off, take pictures, and say, "Yeah, we're pretty awesome." That's
Well,
$3.2 million. Action Comics #1,
Oh, yeah. of
rated
course.
9. Yeah, but they just brought it for that, and yeah,
3.2. Well, it's not. Is it the graded one?
yeah, they graded 9.0.
The one that was found like last year on eBay and
Yeah.
stuff? Oh, shit.
I know.
Why?
They just threw it in their backpack.
Why not?
Yeah, but... Okay.
Oh, that could have been last year.
Well,
But yeah, let's go on to the toy stuff that they announced
Yes.
as well.
well, before we get in, toy related, the first one that I really like is Figure Arts are doing the Ninja
yeah.
Turtles.
Yes.
The Ninja Turtles, the classic one from the 90s.
Yeah.
So, and Figure Arts are completely, fully posable, and they usually come with an
You
extra.
like them?
I love them.
The same color, or they are going for each?
I don't know what the picture
respective
was.
color?
If they were slightly
I don't remember.
different.
I remember you sending it to me.
I think the new
and I loved
2001
it.
Turtles are different colors, but the old 90s one are
They
usually
were
all the same
slight-
green.
No,
right?
there were slight differences. Not
Okay.
as
I thought you were talking about their bandanas. I thought they were going to be either all red or the 4 colors.
No, they had the 4 colors.
Oh, okay.
And other toy-related news, they released a whole bunch of Power Ranger stuff as part of the whole Legacy line.
I can't wait.
Well, the blaster, which we had seen previously, now that has a
but
price
no,
tag.
exactly.
Blaster, who's
Just the regular blaster that all the regular Power Rangers carry that transforms into a blade.
yeah, I had
That's
the
called the Blade Blaster.
Mm-hmm.
Which really looks really good. It plays again the whole Mighty Morphin Power Rangers theme song. Yay, another item that does that. But the thing that I'm like really excited about, which because we thought it was just a rumor, it just was circulating not too long ago. The communicators.
nice.
They're actually releasing Legacy communicators, and they're doing it kind of well.
They bring it. They brought it to.
Well, it
New
has it
Comic-Con?
on display.
They had-
Oh
Yeah.
shit! And, how,
And
did you see the look and the feel?
It looks really good. It almost looks like the one that you could get from either Starlight Studios or Click Clash on Ranger Board. It looks really good, and you could switch out the colors in the bands.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Like it's like an insert that you
Customizable,
pop
yeah.
it out and you put in the
Does
color.
it
you
look
want.
cheap? It sounds
No,
cheap.
it
Okay.
looks like it's pure die cast.
And also, since it's a legacy item, you can assume that there is electronics in it.
And we'll play the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger theme song.
It
again.
looks like it has little LEDs.
Yeah,
or
there's
something
like
in
the
it.
two
Yeah.
little LEDs. Now, is it going to be just when you press it, it's going to do doot, 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 or you hold it down and it'll periodically do it throughout the course of being on, like at random times, like the one that you could get that's fan made.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
all
really?
different modes.
Incredibly expensive, but yeah.
Yeah,
Well, how much if they want to compete with? Well,
They're not gonna compete
Not
with-
necessarily compete with the fan stuff, but to give a product that's
Right now, just the watch is around $80. If you want more, plus the electronics, is another $80.
yeah.
US.
But the Morpher isn't that expensive to begin with.
No, but it has gone up. It's up to $54.99.
So I don't suspect this is a lot smaller. Then again,
a lot smaller, less.
Canadian $59.99.
Yeah, to $54.99.
so this is a lot smaller, and it just comes with like 5 little bits of plastic to put into
Now,
it.
are they plastic or are they die cast as well? We don't know.
Oh, that's true.
Looks plastic.
It looks plastic, yeah, but you can have something really polished up and it be like parts of the Titanus, parts of the Tiger Zord.
Yeah, but if you take the Morpher, it's
I
like
know.
the whole fur is plastic and the Morpher is die-cast.
Well, we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
And they did release a picture of the Legacy Falcon Zord. That means we're going to get a Legacy Ninja Zord soon.
They're gonna do everything.
Ninja
What do you mean?
But is there any plans for re-releasing a new Power Ranger series? Because honestly,
they're
with all the
doing the
toys, the movie, okay.
Which-
Just casted the new Pink Ranger.
Yeah,
Now
and
he's got
the
it.
news that you showed me the other day was a little upsetting.
Oh, yeah.
That it's not really a reboot; it's a continuation mixed with time travel.
It's like a Star Trek.
It's like the Star Trek reboot. It's
All new
parallel.
X-Men.
It's a parallel. Yeah.
Well, they're gonna. It's gonna be after the current series, which is Dino Charge, and they're gonna go back and revisit the original Mighty Morphin. But it's kind of weird because if it's a reboot, not a reboot, but like a continuation of the current one, they have the original cast names. Like you have Billy, Zach, Jason,
Exactly.
Trini, and Kimberly as the main cast. Why would they have the same names if they're not just doing a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reboot?
Plot
It's
twist.
really
They don't tell you they're
weird.
all juniors.
Because they don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also toy related from New York Comic Con. They announced the Force Awakens toy line.
Really?
Oh,
Star
yeah,
Wars.
the Black
They're-
Series.
What are they? Are they 6-inch?
It's the Black Series, the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but they do release Black Series.
Oh,
small
okay.
ones.
And they look 6-inch.
Okay. I'm not-
3.25.
It's
Three
pretty,
quarters.
it's pretty good, but I've never been attracted just because I'm really attracted by Star Wars, but it's discouraging because there's so many series, so many everything.
I just want the remote control
BB something.
BB-8.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool! I saw it last weekend.
It's like
Fuck, it's
150.
awesome. Yeah.
I want it.
Yeah.
The only Star Wars related that I would ever get is a VFX lightsaber.
Oh, fuck! I wanted
That also I want.
Yeah, Darth Vader. I'm looking for the Darth Vader.
Just like $400.
Yeah.